It is time now for the PHL 11 a.m. news report on this Tuesday morning, November 10th, 2015. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. 11 a.m. news at 9 here. Our top story at 11 a.m. on this Tuesday morning. Going into Tuesday afternoon here is former Florida Governor Jeb Bush will be feeling the heat again in Tuesday evening's debate as he tries to rebound from a disappointing performance last month with renewed questions about his viability. The intention, presumably, was to show strength and solidarity on the surface. Missouri's two most powerful athletics officials didn't in a press conference on Monday in Columbia. From Bush and Carson to the Fox Business moderators, tonight's debate stage in Milwaukee serves as proven ground. Obama's immigration initiative could protect some 5 million people from deportation, but a court ruled against the plan, with critics saying overstepped by President Obama to his executive authority. Fast food workers demanded a 15-hour wage walked out in dozens of cities at 6 a.m. on Tuesday, kicking off a year-long campaign to demonstrate the political power of 64 million low-wage workers in the next year's presidential election. In Moscow, the Russian government has begun fighting accusations that the country operated a vast state-sponsored doping program, even in the first punishment that was handed down on Tuesday. London called the British wish list and narrated demands aspirations of proposals sent to European Union partners on Tuesday that clarify better lines and intensify debate over whether Britain should quit the bloc. Helmut Schmidt, the Chancellor who guided West Germany, fought the economic turbulence and Cold War tensions, stood firm against a wave of homegrown terrorism and became a respected elder statesman, died Tuesday at the age of 96. London, the police in Northern Ireland arrested a 66-year-old man on Tuesday in connection with Bloody Sunday, the infamous massacre of unarmed civilian marchers of British soldiers on January 30th, 1972. Brussels, the European Commission urged EU candidate Turkey on Tuesday to lift restrictions on media freedom, respect human rights, and stop interfering in the judiciary criticism that Ankara described as unfair and excessive. Waukesha, Wisconsin. Scott Walker was just miles away from home, standing in front of a dozen Portland cameras memeing for someone else, as former Florida Governor Jeb Bush and elect Walker is still a candidate for president and brought the press corps. In Orange, California, authorities today conducted a homicide investigation in Orange, where the three bodies were found in a burned SUV. Authorities reported at 2:18 p.m. Philadelphia police said that the slaying of a couple fatally shot while having sex in an SUV stopped at a strong urban Philadelphia park appears to have been committed by someone who knew they were at the time. Charleston, West Virginia, the prosecution called in its final witness in the trial of former Massey Energy CEO Don Blankenship. FBI Special Agent James Lafferty is expected to be called to the witness stand Tuesday in Charleston federal court. U.S. stocks were lower on Tuesday morning, dragged down by Apple as investors worried about China's economic health and brace for an interest rate hike in the Federal Reserve next month. As we take a look at the stock market report here, the Dow. So far, down 27.85 points at 17,702.63. SP 5 down $1.80 at 276.78, and Nasdaq down 21.70 at 5,073.61. Washington, U.S. import prices fell more than expected in October as the cost of petroleum and a range of goods declined, a sign that a strong dollar and soft global demand continued to exert downward pressure on imported inflation. The Newport Beach, California investment giant has questioned the grounds of this former CIO's $200 million legal complaint as its Pinco's official response. China had a 20.4% plunge in imports last month, confirming to an extraordinary economic contraction. China now has 43 consecutive months of negative PPI wholesale prices. Experts say NN SeaWorld orbit shows not enough. The orbits of Pluto's four smaller moons are even more chaotic than scientists had expected, according to new results from the New Horizons mission, which made a close flyby about Pluto in July. Sarah Prozak wins a TED Prize grant for work using satellite imagery to locate hidden ancient archaeological sites, as technology also being used by help combat lootings at such sites. Chipotle Mexican Grill Incorporated said it would open all 43 restaurants in Seattle, Washington, and Portland, Oregon after health officials found no evidence of E. coli bacteria at these outlets. New study shows importance to lowering blood pressure. More than 35 million people worldwide have Alzheimer's disease, making it the most common form of dementia and the fifth leading cause of death. AstraZeneca said it has late-stage drug candidate in a clinic that has a potential to complete the lupus market, but it's lighted up against GlaxoSmithKline, which has been touted promising phase 3 data for this week. Okay, take a look at New England and Lords here in Peabody, Massachusetts. Large air fresh Brennan on Brooksby Farm. Difficult access and currently used for in Winnell. Mutually covered in the city of Peabody. Peter Challenger's 11:05. Time for a spot support here. The Boston Celtics will be in Milwaukee taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Game time 8 o'clock here. Cleveland, Ohio. Former Atlanta Braves pitcher Tommy Hanson died Monday, age 29. Carver rookie shortstop was arrested after allegedly assaulting his wife. Alicia Montano, American Intermediate winner, woke up early in Valencia, California, knowing that the World Anti-Doping Agency was released to find its extradited inquiry to open the corruption in Russian track and field. She divided details. Here, Challenger's 11:06 on this Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon, time now for a travel report on this. Tuesday morning. 2 lane, 5 minutes, step on second, and accident around. Route 6 in Judson, renowned, so expect delays here. 1:30 in the Blue Fins to Newport Bridge, it's slow. Westbound side of the Japeside Bridge, a little slow here. 195 to westbound side, get the next around. Route 140 in New Bedford, so expect delays here. 495 northbound and 95 southbound in Mansfield, get an accident, so expect delays here. Southeast Expressway and northbound side of it, so from Quincy all the way up to Morrissey Boulevard and the Dorchester. Southeast Expressway, southbound side, so over the Dorchester stretch. That's what guys get an accident in 93 northbound around Mass Ave and 93 northbound get an accident in Dorchester near JFK Library here, so expect some delays here. 129 and southbound side of the Soul by Manchester by the Sea all the way up to Beverly here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute on this beautiful Tuesday morning, going into Tuesday afternoon, highways and byways in New England here. And look at MBTA alerts here. Ferries are looking good on the subway. It's looking good. And on the conveyor rail, Freeman Worcester Line train 516-840 from Worcester delayed today. 10 minutes to delay turnaround equipment here. Pierre Challenger's 11:07 on this Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon, time now for a weather report here. And day 1 today tonight. Wind advisories may be needed to expand the Interstate 95 corridor to down the eastern Massachusetts as a period of strong northeast winds are expected later tonight. Moderate confidence at this time. Tuesday and Wednesday, wind advisory may be needed to expand the Interstate 95 corridor to down in eastern Massachusetts as a period of strong northeast winds are expected Wednesday. Moderate confidence at this time here. As we take a look at the latest radar situation here, and it shows a lot of rain showers down the southern Rhode Island coast from Charlestown down from Wesley, and also raining. It's raining on the Connecticut coast from Mystic all the way out to Stamford and extending in New York City and vicinity and around Long Island up to the northern and central portions of New Jersey here, and 72 in New York around Middletown around Yorktown and Austin, New York here, and also some spotty rain showers around New Milford and Brookfield, Connecticut here, and some spotty rain showers around Hyde Park and Poughkeepsie here. Okay, 7-day forecast, it goes like this here. This afternoon, a chance to rain mainly after 3 p.m. Clouds have about 58 degrees. Cloud will be covered with winds around 5 to 8 miles an hour day afternoon. Chest speed to 30%. New principal about less than 7 inches possible. Tonight, rain principal after 9 p.m. Low around 45 degrees. And northeast at about 9 to 16 miles an hour. Chest speed is 8%. New principal about between 29 inches possible. Veterans Day, showers likely maybe before 8 a.m. Principal before 9 a.m. Clouds have about 52 degrees. And breeze over the north. Wind about 16 to 20 miles an hour. Chest speed to 6%. New principal about between 10 and 1 inch possible. Weather at Milk about 36 degrees. North at about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Thursday, chance to shower after 9 a.m. Most skies got about 55 degrees. A light variable will be coming south at 5 to 7 miles on the morning. Chest speed to 40%. Thursday, chance to shower before 11 p.m. Most skies got about 44 degrees. Chest speed to 40%. Friday, most of the skies are about 58 degrees. Friday night, most skies got about 37 degrees. Saturday, most of the skies about 52 degrees. Saturday night, Podcast got about 33 degrees. Sunday, most sides got about 51 degrees. Saturday night, Podcast got about 34 degrees. And on Monday, most sides got about 56 degrees. Here. Currently in the Norton, 56 degrees with fresh skies. Humidity 72%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this Tuesday, November 10th, 2015. Previously, have a good morning and afternoon with good positive. 3 p.m. for a 3 p.m. report.